Listen up, divers. This presentation has been approved by the Ministry of Truth, so your full attention is required during its entire duration. Now, as you may know, as of a few days ago, we have begun our assault on liberating Cyberstan from the Cyborg Collective. And there we have seen what they are the most capable of, and we have discovered their strongest weapon yet, the Vox Engine. So, this presentation will show you how to take down such a beast. So first and foremost, what even is a Vox Engine? Well, the Vox Engine is the cutting-edge cyborg war machine. It is a propaganda tool equipped with extremely heavy weaponry. 2 heavy catalytic lasers on the side, 2 heavy cannon turrets on the top, and a missile array on the back. And despite its impressive size, it can be quite fast, and thus it is quite the threat on the battlefield, especially if you consider the massive size difference between your average Helldiver and this abomination of tyranny, metal, and steel. So, how do you even take it down then? Well, the first thing you have to note is that it is heavily armored on all sides, and thus it requires a hefty armor penetration tax to face head-on. But some of you divers may ask me what even is armor penetration? Well, Super Earth High Command has classified different bits of armor into 6 different categories. From unarmored 1 and 2, light armor at 2, medium at 3, heavy armor at 4, and tank armor at 5. When you shoot an enemy, you have to remember which body part you're shooting at and what that body part has as armor. If you were to shoot a heavy armored body part with a medium penetration weapon, you would do no damage at all. So, what about the Vox Engine then? Well, if you could please look at the diagram here, you would see that the Vox Engine is mostly tank armor and heavy armor. But you may see this little bit of unarmored bits at the very top and say, oh, I can just shoot this. Well, you have to remember this is the front of the Vox Engine there. You stay 2 seconds here, you're getting turned into a pile of mush by the 2 heavy Gatling lasers on the sides. Verdict, do not bother attacking this from the front. That is unless you're like me, a servant of freedom, and carry a portable hellbomb on your back 24/7. But what do you do if you do not have such a weapon? Does it even have weak points? Well, let's take a look at the Vox Engine's back. As you can see, it's still mostly tank and heavy armor. However, the heat vents on the back of this thing are all unarmored, meaning any weapon is able to hurt the damn thing. Verdict, you go for a back attack. Okay, you managed to shoot the vents. Good. What happens now? Well, congratulations, diver. You just opened the Vox Engine's most sensitive weak point. Do you see this little thing circled in red? Well, this is the hatch to the Vox Engine's inner machinery. And just like any hatch on an automaton fabricator, you throw a grenade in there and then you watch the fireworks as the Vox Engine explodes. Now, I do have to share with you an important piece of tactical advisory regarding the Vox Engine. Sometimes you may not face only one Vox Engine. Sometimes you may face 2 at the same time, or 3, or 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8. Oops, it's all Vox Engines on Cyberstan, especially on difficulty 9 and above. This concludes this Ministry of Truth approved presentation. If you have any questions, make sure to ask them to your local democracy officer.